Billa was one of my kids. And that's what it feels like. I lost a kid.
He gave his life. His family has made an enormous sacrifice. We are thankful that the community has shown such an outcry of support. Today, as your mayor, I hope that you will show the honor and the respect for Officer Billa's sacrifice.
We can't just let what he did go to waste. We've got to pick up the slack. We've got to keep moving forward, and we got to keep driving on. So that's what we're going to do.
Good morning, everyone. This is a day to honor a fallen hero.
Mobile police officer Justin Billa, who lost his life in the line of duty last week, will be honored with a service here at Cottage Hill Baptist Church.
After that this morning, many of the people he served with will turn out for a procession, then a solemn graveside service.
It is our honor to provide live coverage of this day. It is a sad day for our community.
Good morning again, everyone. I'm Eric Reynolds.
And I'm Sarah Wall. Thank you for joining us this morning.
The funeral service for Officer Justin Billa begins at 10 this morning at Cottage Hill Baptist Church.
Fox 10 News reporter Devin Cafaro is outside the church this morning. Asha Staples is along the procession route on Highway 90, which will happen after the funeral. And Fox 10 News reporter Steve Alexander is at Mobile Memorial Gardens. And
we start this morning with Devin Cafaro. A very somber day. Devin, good morning again.
Good morning. Yes, definitely a very somber day, but I can't stress enough how amazing it is to see how many people have come together to honor this fallen hero. I mean, just take a look at the front parking lot here of Cottage Hill Baptist Church. It is completely filled with different vehicles from different law enforcement agencies all over the nation. We've got state troopers from Louisiana. We've got officers from Houma, Louisiana, which is Billa's hometown. There's even officers from Boston here. Family members tell us officers from New York and Memphis have also come out. I mean, it really is amazing. And if you take a look across the street here, you can see there are several more members of different law enforcement agencies who have just parked their motorcycles here because this parking lot is so full. And I have with me now Officer McAvoy with Satsuma Police. Good morning and thanks for joining us. Can you tell me a little bit about why you came out here today and what it means to you?
It's just sad that we have to come together like this for a fallen officer. It's just people used to respect law enforcement. Now we're targets.
You had mentioned before that you've never met him, but can you tell me what you've heard about him?
From all I've heard from the Mobile Police Department is this guy would get in front of you to stop a bullet. That was the kind of person he was.
And what does it mean to you to be able to drive in the procession route? I mean, we saw your car here earlier. What's going to be going through your mind?
It's just prayers to all the officers that we don't have to do this anytime soon for any more officers.
Definitely an emotional day here. Is there anything else that you want people to know, people who are watching this now?
Just, we need your prayers. America's in a sad state for your law enforcement community. We're not respected anymore.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Take a look at some of this video from earlier. We've been here all morning and people just arriving. The family got here shortly before 8:30 a.m. and that was when the doors opened, and just a very emotional, heartfelt day here. Now they are expecting thousands of people total to make it out here. We're told the sanctuary can hold 2,800 people, and they expect every single one of those seats to be filled. They also have overflow rooms for those who may not be able to fit in the sanctuary, and those rooms will be provided with a live feed. Reporting live outside Cottage Hill Baptist Church, I'm Devin Cafaro for Fox 10 News.
All right, Devin, thank you very much. And we started checking in with Devin this morning at about 5 o'clock. And as we see, that parking lot is full of police cars from all over the country here to pay their respects to Officer Billa. And they're going to join in the procession, which is going to happen after the service at Cottage Hill Baptist Church. The procession will go to Mobile Memorial Gardens.
Let's take a look at the route itself. The procession will turn right onto Azalea Road after it leaves the church down Cottage Hill, then right again at Highway 90.
We will see one of the greatest tributes to Officer Billa at the intersection of Highway 90 and Knollwood Drive. A large American flag will be displayed by Mobile Fire Rescue, and that's where Fox 10 News reporter Asha Staples is. And Asha, we're expecting to see a lot of people there to honor Officer Billa.
That's right, Sarah. And over the past few days, we've seen sprinkles of support for Officer Billa and his family throughout our area. But today, as his family and his brothers and sisters in blue lay him to rest, we're going to see that all come together in one day. Now, throughout the morning, we have seen a number of folks coming through this area, local law enforcement agencies, even those from neighboring states making their way to Officer Billa's funeral. Now, again, that does start at 10 o'clock. Some officers stopping by to put up flags and even signs, and any minute now we are expecting the Mobile Fire and Rescue Department to raise their giant American flag in Officer Billa's honor, where the procession will begin at Highway 90 and Knollwood Drive, and we'll be here to bring you that live coverage all morning long right here on Fox 10. But again, it is a very somber day as we celebrate and remember the life of this officer who paid it all that night just about a week ago. And again, we will have live coverage throughout the morning news for you right here. For now, reporting live, I'm Asha Staples for Fox 10 News.
All right, Asha, thank you very much. And again, we will see people lining the roads, and that is along the route. And we will see people parking and standing along the roads there. Once that passes that tribute, the procession will proceed to Mobile Memorial Gardens off of 3 Notch Road.
Fox News reporter Steve Alexander is there this morning. A very sad day for the community, but a fitting tribute to a fallen hero, Steve.
Yes, good morning, and work has already started here at Mobile Memorial Garden Cemetery. Let me step out of the way. Right behind me is where the burial is going to take place. You see the tent set up, of course, American flags all throughout the area, a wreath. Now, I did talk to officials from here at the cemetery, and here's what they say will be happening. First, at the burial, a pastor, of course, will read a prayer. Then the police honor guard will essentially take over. The police department will take over. The honor guard will pass by. The flag, the American flag, will be folded. There will be a 21-gun salute off on the side. Bagpipes will play at the end of the service, and then there will be doves released right as the service is ending. Reporting live from Mobile Memorial Garden Cemetery, Steve Alexander, Fox 10 News.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. Officer Billa actually joined the force in October of 2015. He worked at the 3rd Precinct on the crime detail.
His captain understandably got emotional while speaking to Fox 10 News reporter Toy Thornton.
Billa was one of my kids. And that's what it feels like. I lost a kid.
It's been a dark day for Mobile police, especially at Officer Justin Billa's home precinct.
My greatest officer has died.
For MPD, the dark days seem endless now. 3rd District Precinct Commander Captain Douglas Parmenter says in times like these, Officer Billa was usually the one to lighten things up.
No matter how bad my day was, 4 o'clock, he'd walk through that door, and I couldn't stay in a bad mood.
With a work ethic like no other,
Billa would bounce in my office. What am I doing today? Who can I look for?
Parmenter says Billa took his oath to protect and serve to a new level, doing all he could for a community he fell so deeply in love with.
He caught a man breaking into cars, stealing Christmas presents. And he said that was one of the best things, is he got to go back to these people and bring their children's Christmas presents back to them.
And with flags at half-staff, signs all around, people paying respect in whatever way they can. It's clear that folks in the port city love him back. The captain saw that firsthand while he was driving into work today, and a stranger stopped him.
He said, I want to pray with you and for Officer Billa and his family, because he came to my house one day and he made a difference.
Parmenter believes Billa would have no regrets.
Knowing Billa, if I had told him how it was going to end, he would have took the job anyway.
It's quite a compliment to his service and his life and his commitment to being a law enforcement officer.
Amazing work he has done, and we're feeling the impact still of that, and we will continue to do so.